Hello everyone, welcome back to A Hare Over Here. I am Hare, and today I'm covering the Magic the Gathering cross Final Fantasy, however they want to actually do it, the Final Fantasy set and for Magic the Gathering, the pre-release set. Uh, I I am recording this on Saturday, June 7th. Yeah, June 7th. This is obviously being you won't guys won't be seeing this until the 10th, so like 3 days later. But I attended the pre-release last night, um, in which I went 2-1. Uh, it was 2 wins, one unlost in the final round, with a wonky Naya mid-range. Like obviously I saw spoilers, but it was never really in the content. Like, oh yeah, here's a few things, here, a few things from a few chats and whatnot. But in general, uh, I was just like going in somewhat blind with this, not really sure of the archetypes and whatnot, and I was surprised and I was like, oh, what should I pull? Like the overall, uh, what I was actively seeing, I was like I'm unsure about archetypes. I'm unsure about uh like everything seemed unfocused. I built a Naya mid range mo. I was like maybe Demille. Then I was like fudge it. I'm throwing this Naya mid range. Then after I built everything, it's like oh I'm seeing this Orzhov uh black white, but it's like let's see how my first game goes. And it's like let's see how that goes. It went first game excellent. Granted, I somewhat steamrolled the guy. I but he was playing like a somewhat janky 5 color, which at times seemed a little bit unfocused. But it's where I discovered that this deck is. Admittedly, I picked up a lot of ramp, and it's just like aggressive punch the face. Um, game number match two was again a 2-0. Um, it was overall a little bit tighter against my opponent. But again, match number three, I was 2-1. The two games that I actively lost, it wasn't that. Uh, Game number one, I was extremely close, got them down to four. But then it was just yep, giant things, and it's like I don't really have removal or uh, like I cannot feasibly get through, and I need a top deck that wasn't gonna get me anywhere. But yeah, um, I could have maybe tried to fight my way through, but the deck had probably too many smaller creatures. But I I'm finding that I had a lot of the job select equipment in the deck. Um, like I threw going through everything. I didn't realize that there was. I saw that there were a number of town archetypes running through the block, and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool that they're similar to the Ravnican Gate synergies, these town synergies. And I just happened to like, let's try Naya because I have the three lands that go into the Nayas. Um, but one thing I regret is world map. This is probably going to be obviously going to be placed into might see Papa Commander play similar to the baubles and whatnot that go digging for basic land. Um, but uh, summon Choco Mob. This has been was such a use. It's a 3/3 Saga Bond Ogre. I'm not sure. It's like then in general, I could see some of these like coming back as like universes beyonds or universes withins, like in Jam Saga, like, but Moogle, that's gonna be like in the creature type. But needlessly, other creatures get +1/+0. Uh, that has been useful so many times, and I had two of these going into it, so that has been absolutely great. Uh, a Tontu Monk Fist has been useful so many times. Yeah, it only really gives +1/+0 and grants Monk, but Nick, just having a 2/1 on Tontu has been useful a number of times. Um, uh, Here's the reason why I wanted to play Red. Uh, this is Thrum of the Vestige, a Final Fantasy 13 reference, but it is a lightning bolt. I'm gonna slightly de-sleeve this for a moment, but oh my god, that it's from the bonus sheet. It absolutely looks absolutely beautiful. Um, like the fall art version of it, absolutely love. Um, and like I said, like what I think what made this deck so successful for me is that I was playing things like commune with beavers that allowed me to fix mana, but in later turns allowed me to grab an artifact or a creature. I had uh, no, I had two summons. Two who summoned Chokomog and two summoned Fenrirs. The searching for the basics came in so clutch so many times, getting my third color or being able to then like follow up with like next turn of I play summon Fenrir, get the basic, next turn play this creature, get a token and play a creature, get a token, and there have been a number of times that people have killed them before chapter 3, but it's like, oh, wasting removal, but it's also, oh, they don't kill it. There's been one time last night that chapter 3 went off and I didn't get to draw a card off of it. So that was a big thing. Didn't see, I had two Gigantatoads in my set, but I dropped one, and I never saw this guy. I think I saw him once, and like, he was like, didn't like, yeah, this is just like the like nail in the coffin. It's like, play this, pass, and it's like, draw, opponent draw. It's like, yeah, I have nothing. It's like, okay, they could have really done much. Dragoon's Lance. Absolutely love this card. A white, a white and a generic uh, creature gets +1/+0, becomes a knight, and during your turn uh, gets flying. Um, so comment on these job select equipments. Um, the original like I somewhat like that they are an improvement on the living weapon that if you don't like the like if you decide to re-equip the equipment, the creature actually legitimately stays behind, or if the equipment gets destroyed, you still have a 1/1 on the field. Um, Granted, eh, something like Dragoon's Lance, it's an uncommon. It costs 4 to re-equip. I know it's somewhat hard to always balance like the equipments of cheap. It's like, oh, if they're cheap, they usually have higher equip costs, but it's not like these job selects even more difficult because if it's like, yeah, you can play uh, like Dragoon's Lance on turn 2, and it pretty much immediately gets equipped onto something. But to re-equip it, it costs 4. I, I still love it. I wish it had a equipped cost of 3 because it's plus 1. Because the most useful line on it is during your turn, equipped creature has flying. And yes, by I can play this on Olia's turn 2, and I have a 2/1 flyer on my turn. That's great, but for the equip cost of 4 is a little steep in my mind. But that's more of a me issue more than anything. Um, and I have to say, uh, so, Fallout's Summon Fenrir the second one. Um, Absolutely love some of the Fallouts that are coming out of the set that I've actively seen. Um, like I had a total of 3: the Lightning Bolt, the Summoned Fenrir, and Von Aspiring Sky Pirate, which is actually uh, Captain Lannery Storm. Uh, but it's like, oh god, I had to double check something because I thought it was just like maybe paint, but yeah, I'm not sure if the camera can exactly show it. Um, it's obviously not a screenshot, but it looks almost like it's like, oh yeah, we want to like if you took that artwork, it's like, and here's we are redoing Final Fantasy 12 the Zodiac Age. Here's a preview art of one of the main characters, Van. I would believe that that would be like one of these like, and here's Van, and like, here's Van, and right over here is like another person that he's talking to. I would completely believe that. Um, didn't see Zell too much, but I actually somewhat liked him when he showed up. He didn't do much at all, but he was great. Cypher, definitely once I got a few of the equipment attached to him, definitely the Dracoon's Lance. Just being able to be like, I'm gonna keep all these creatures untapped, and I'm going to attack with Cypher alone, give himself double strike. Oh, Dragoon's Lance, give him flying. Uh, and if I hit, I get to recast the Lightning Ball. Recast one of my two commune with beavers that I have in the graveyard. Just being able, I don't have that many low cost things, but every time I saw Cypher, I absolutely loved him. I will, and also had White Mage's staff. Weirdly enough, I it's not that I'm 50-50 on her. It's that I am like I like it. It is easy like in a pack. It is probably easily a definitely if I'm in the like boss equipment deck that I can see happening. Um, that is she is in a boss equipment deck. She might be a maybe a five pick 5 or 6 in pack 1 or 2, like a semi early pick in pack 1 or 2 in if I'm playing a white base deck and a somewhat aggressive white base deck um in which life gain as I saw was happening uh white black uh white black um sacrifice return I'm which has like attack triggers. I might also consider playing this. Uh, it wouldn't in draft environments. Wouldn't be as all only of a pick, but I could definitely see getting White Mage staff. Um, for other cards that I got within it, um, oh, have to admit, I love all the hero tokens that I was seeing. Um, oh, there's the treasure tokens. I was like, I need a treasure token. I thought I had treasure tokens. Forgot that it was on the back of the hero cards. Um, there was. Admittedly, I wanted to play the Blitzball, but I couldn't find the spot ace for it. Uh, plus it's like the extra mana generation would be nice, and it definitely has its place. I think in the set. Don't get me wrong. One other card that I didn't see these get too picked up a lot, but in part why I was also in green. Uh, Bots and Boko, which my only bots were literally the Choco and Mog, Choco Mog. Uh, so I didn't really get the affinity for bots too much, and of the two times that I successfully cast him, I didn't fully read his second ability, which is uh when he enters uh each of you my each of the boards you control punches one of your opponent's creatures. If you have a lot of boards, play him. I am the band Chocobo that was being released in the set that I never actually got. After seeing him, it's like, oh, I'm putting bots and Boko in. Um, but it's like he's he's a Veil, but don't put him into a deck unless you're prepared to, unless you already have a boatload more boards, or you're doing a lot more boards than I actually did. Um, and I only really saw Manoa twice. The first time, she was quite a mixed bag, but she came in some use. Um, the second time I saw it, it was like this is doing me nothing in this matchup. So yeah. Um, okay. Some other cards that I picked up in the set. Opened Excalibur 2. Life gain is a big thing. Like, it, I didn't realize life gain was such an oops-a-denta thing in this set, but that's great to see. Um, it is basically uh, a Johnny's Pride mate, but in the form of equipment. I most likely am going to be throwing that into my Daxos Blessed by the Sun uh, Soul Sisters deck. So yeah, um, generally what I um, is it has a big cast a like I'm gonna use this guy um Ultros Obnoxious Octopus. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if it's at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, tap any opponent's creature and put a stun counter on it, and if I cast an 8 CMC spell, non-creature spell, put a counter on my little octopus. Is it instead of is it being a small little like spell slinger in the draft environment? It is clearly meant to be a throw big non-creature spells around, and I oddly enough got travel the overworld affinity for towns. One that's like making say, oh, affinity for towns. I wasn't getting enough like true synergies in blue and whatnot that didn't make me want to immediately play it. Plus, all the towns that I really got, it's like, oh, it's either a filter land or it's not worth like putting in for this guy. I but he can definitely be a good thing. Got Goku, Master of Mimicry. Absolutely love the little guy. He's gonna probably find a home for sure. Um, most of the things, like I said, was somewhat underwhelming for me overall. Obviously, there are some absolutely great cards. Like I saw Gia, my pre-release card was Gia Shiva's dominant, but the card was underwhelming, and uh, I am slowly building out an Alicia who smiles at death uh, deck, and I actually, and what consider me building an Orzhov deck, um, which was playing most of the white spells that I already had with almost all my black spells and a few artifacts, was Squall, Seen Mercenary. I don't know why I saw him in the pre-release uh, in a Facebook group chat that I have in my local gaming area. That was um, but a I can already see a when creature attacks alone do something because uh just like Cypher when he whenever a creature attacks alone you can give it double strike. Uh Squall does the same exact thing in that he gives out double strike. But also if Squall deals combat damage, you get to return a 3 CMC or lower thing back from the graveyard. Um, and a number of the like I had we got another pseudo blood artist whenever if it actually Albert scavengers whenever this creature or another creature or artifact dies drain your target opponent. Got two of those. It's like some of the cards that I got are great. Combined with like Phantom Train, which sacrifice a creature or artifact, put a counter on Phantom Train. It doesn't. It's a vehicle without a crew cost, but if you sacrifice something, that is crewing it, while also getting a counter. Um, and they were a lot of like low things to. And Xenos, Xenos, he is granted him and his flip ability. His flip side is uh, more designed for Commander, though he is. I just absolutely love the guy. I think he is limited playable for sure. Obviously, it's like if I went with the Orzhov, I would have definitely played him. And just having a giant 8/8 dragon, uh, I think is absolutely wonderful. So yeah, um, and I think he might see some standard play. Granted, I am no standard expert, but I think he has a place potentially in a few decks. Yes, being a giant 8/8 is like a giant 8/8 flying thing is not that good. It's like that's the only thing. It's like yeah, a giant 8/8 with flying. It's not the best, but it's far from bad. Like if you said Okay, my take on Xenos is like you, except for you, everything else get -2, -2. Oh, it's like on a okay, with Xenos. Okay, let's read him off. 3 black black, 4 4 4. It's like, okay, then his ability must be pretty good. When Xenos Galvos enter, choose a creature an opponent controls until the until end of turn. Other creatures other than Xenos Galvos and the chosen creature gets -2, -2. Yeah, he can't attack. They can't attack the turn that they are brought out, but it's like potentially just saying like you're tiny, get -2. Except for you, everything else got -2, -2. I could potentially like, oh, that thing is a 4/4. That's a 3/3. It's not gonna survive. Get -2, except for you, everything else gets -2, -2. Board wiping. And then it's like, oh, look, let me like because I'm playing black, I fatal push. I cast Mordor. I do something to destroy the chosen creature. Oh look, I get an 8/8. Yeah, this flip side is great against in Commander of, hey, you, if you lose, I win. Yeah, that's great in Commander, but I think just an 8/8 flying in limited is absolutely great. Like in my head. Like it can be a great bomb in my head, but that's me rambling now. Uh, Overall, from what I have seen, I actually legitimately like the set. Um, sorry, I legitimately like what everything that I'm seeing. Um, and I was like, I was checking through the companions, like the first two on my matches, like, oh, I'm ranked number one after game number two. It's like, depending on how this last game goes, it's like, but then it's like, lost. It's like, oh shoot, went from first down to ninth. Uh, got one pack for the one match I won, one for placement. Then it's general placement. Then because a few people dipped out, got the third pack for free. So I'm just gonna if you watch this far, I'm gonna be opening up two of them right now, and I most likely will be opening up the third on my Instagram, which I recently opened, uh, in which you can go down and check the comment section, not the comment section, the I mean go down to the comment section and tell me your thoughts on the set. But down in the description down below, there should be my Instagram listed, and probably one or two other pre-release things. And uh, okay, of the two art cards that I got, that is meh. It is Nick. Little Mog Buddy, I absolutely love. I'm guessing that's from 14. Delivery Mog. Uh, doesn't directly have it listed, but I absolutely love. Then we have, I think that's Rabanaster, Final Fantasy 12. Uh, from this, ooh, when this creature enters an opponent discards another VAT card, a 1/1 for 2 that forces an opponent to discard. Ooh, uh, Benedict Homan, uh, 2 light blue, for a flying. Oh, it's an Ashina Ojitai Dragon Speaker. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a count on it. Partner. I have the normal art version, but goodness, that is absolutely great. The final, it's from the bonus sheet. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, that. Okay, I've seen Snow Vilo's. Its power and toughness is star star, in which its overall power and toughness is equal to the number of creatures you control. I've seen that be printed a few times, and I absolutely love it. Um, Dark Knight Greatsword, another equipment. Equip, pay 3 life, activate only once per turn, and creature gets +3/+0. I'm actually like that somewhat. Um, Joshua Phoenix Dominance. Okay, that is pretty cool. Uh, when it enters, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. That's pretty cool. And then for 3 red and a white, tap, exile, transfer, active on a chapters 1 and 2 deal 2 damage to each opponent. Chapter 3 return any number of target creatures with total mana value 6 or less from your graveyard, then transform. It's like, okay, that's pretty cool. Talia Great Sage as another rare. 3 and is it? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 careless hero. If 4 more mana was spent on it, draw 2 cards. If 8 or more mana was cast on it, sacrifice Talia and it deals damage equal to each opponent. Okay, I somewhat like the is it's like hey, cast big stuff spells. It's actually somewhat fun. So uh and then pack number 2. It's gonna be some another Hectize. Pretty cool. Ooh, okay, Town Greeter. This is gonna be interesting. What a Final Fantasy 1. When this creature enters mirror 4 cards, you may put a land from among them into your hand. If you put a town card into your hand this way, gain 2 life. Yeah, so there is a small like town matters synergies, and I had to love some of this uh these uh tiered like instances and sorceries that like ice magic do one thing for uh blue. If you spend a little bit more, do this. Spend a little bit more, do another thing. That is an actual cool thing. Another, when this creature dies, create a token. 2 mana for 2/1. When it dies, create a 1/1 hero. That is really underwhelming, personally, but that's a personal thing more than anything. Ooh, okay. I have a number of things that I actively want to look at from this pack. Uh, Clive Oshchild, Fall Art of Vile Smasher the Fierce. That is pretty dang cool. It's a Vile Smasher. Uh, then we have these are the uncommons, but it's like Vidya, Summoner of Mist, Landfall. I love that Landfall is like starting to come out in non-Zendikar sets. Uh, on Landfall trigger, discard card, draw card. Uh, X tap return target saga with mana value X or less from your graveyard to your graveyard with a battlefield with a finality. It gains haste until end of turn. Okay, that is actually interacts with the summon creatures. Zakfair. Um, I was seeing Zakfair being talked about on North 100. Granted, yeah, that's a Canadian Highlander, and I actually somewhat like him. Is he going to see a lot of? He might see some standard play. He might see some commander play, but mostly on the fact of he comes in with a or 1 mana. He's a 0/1 that comes in that enters with a +1/+1 counter. So he's already a 1/2. Then for 1 generic, sacrifice him. Target creature you control gains indestructible. So he's in the line of sacrifice this creature, give indestructible to target creature. But what's fun is that like his effect is one sacrifice Zag, give target creature indestructible. Okay, save him from board wipe, save him from a remover spell. Put Zag Fair's counters on that creature and attach an equipment that was attached to Zach Fair to that creature. Okay, so I could see him in like a mono white tokens or Selesnya token like counters like I'm spreading out a lot of +1/+1 counters, and if you have a small equipment package, it's like, oh yeah, he is a small threat, but then it's like, yeah, it's like you may like he's small, he may not be the biggest threat. That other thing over there is the bigger threat. I'm gonna remove it. Oh wait, I'm gonna for 1 mana sacrifice him, potentially pump that the actual creature target that you uh give it indestructible, give him all these counters, give him this equipment. He could see fringe play for sure. Uh, summon Esper Ramu. Uh, Seems pretty cool. Haven't exactly seen him, but does most stuff with wizards. Ooh, Eden in Seed of the Sanctum. Taps for colorless, 5 generic tap, mill 2. Then you may sacrifice this land. When you do, return another target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, that is for an uncommon. I don't want to spend 5 mana to mill 2 and maybe return. And maybe sack. It might see play, but yeah. Then, ooh, a realm reborn. All permanents have tap Adamanta. That is not going to. It. It's just like that artifact that said uh tab that gave all of your enchantments tap create a treasure. This we're seeing as just as much play as for that, which is minimal. But I could definitely see a few people trying to do stuff with that. But yeah, that is pretty cool overall in my head. I like what I'm seeing, um, and whatnot. Check out my Instagram. I'm being, I should have already posted the opening of this before this video goes live. But as always, folks, this is I'm Hare. This is here on ahareoverahill. Um, Doing a rambling video of a set that I'm actually was looking forward to and enjoy. I've enjoyed the limited environment greatly, uh, and look forward to more limited. See you around, folks.